Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here we go on 4th down. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Oh, what a juke. Gets free now. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Toss play to the outside. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab, finds just enough space, and makes the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He shreds the tackle. Finding a bit of space. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Sticking with the running game. That's a strong stiff arm. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point was up and good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
I tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Here's the second down play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Quarterback drops back, throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And now the handoff. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner can be brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The shotgun running play call. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the game just good enough for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after that penalty. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff on a single back formation. He shreds the tackle. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and
they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes the lead 4. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to extend the play. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Well, throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. And he steps out at the 4, close to a big 6. Still a great play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up first and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense is still clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now they kick up. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return decides the single fair catch. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. A timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's got it. Oh, the football comes out. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This will be fair caught back at the 5-yard line. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Let's it fly to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up with a 31.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll try a pass here. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the fair catch is made right on the 5. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action here on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely...
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll toss it to the right side. A change of direction. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Crosses the 10-yard line. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive moving. Ball handed off. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important 2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaking free at the 35. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. All away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official's going to call intentional grounding here. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the point...
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Lasso. Go.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. 42 Spider. 4-2.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down with the veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now.
Come on, set.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Defense is coming after him. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
This is the 6th play on the drive.
Black 24. Black 24.
There's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.